Welcome back, everybody. Matt here. So, we found out yesterday, or in the past 48 hours, in the past 48 hours, we found out that Matt Shakman is the front runner to direct the new Fantastic Four movie. Now, remember back in near the end of April, John Watts, the director of the last three Spider-Man movies, was going to direct the Fantastic Four movie. They announced that back in December of 2020. And then in April of 2022, he left the project. And since then, there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors, a lot of not casting, but director casting, or director picks to direct the new Fantastic Four. I even did one back in May. But it sounds like now it's not unofficial. It's not official yet. But it looks like, since they've talked to them, they're in final negotiations. Not only that, but then 24 hours later, after we heard that on Thursday, we heard that Matt Shakman has exited Star Trek 4, the fourth Star Trek film in this rebooted franchise that started in 2009 with Chris Pine, Carl Urban, Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana, John Cho. So now that kind of, when it's still not confirmed, but it kind of guarantees that Matt Shakman is going to be the director of the new Fantastic Four movie for the MCU. It was announced, it was rumored, then it was in the main Hollywood Reporter deadline, and then 24 hours later he left the Star Trek film. So what do I think of this? Well, I think a lot of people don't know Matt Shakman. I actually didn't know him either, other than for WandaVision. He has done something for Marvel already. He did WandaVision, all 9 episodes. He's the first director that has done all the episodes for a Marvel Disney show. He directed all 9 of them. I still think WandaVision is the best thing that Marvel has put out for their TV MCU. He tackled comedy, he tackled drama, he tackled action, he did sitcoms, he had to do live audience recordings. He dealt with a lot of drama, a lot of family moments, which would be great for the Fantastic Four. Dealing with powers, dealing with kids with special powers, and how to handle that. So, just on the WandaVision alone, I'd say great. But then I went on to IMDb, and I looked at his resume. Now, he's done nothing in terms of films. No films on his resume. He's only done TV stuff. But let me tell you, people, this is a fine looking resume, even if it's only for TV. I'm going to run down from when he first started to, present day. So in 2004, he came out and did an episode of Summerland. Now, a lot of you probably don't remember that show. It only lasted a season or 2. But I did watch it back in 2004, the summer of 2004. It was a fine show. It dealt with family dynamics, which would be perfect for the Fantastic Four. So right there. Then he did an episode or 2 of One Tree Hill, the popular show in the early to mid 2000s. What he can do with teenager dynamics. So with a character like Johnny Storm, that could work. He did some episodes of Mad Men in the early seasons. So when Mad Men was at the height of its, peak of its show, Matt Shakman was responsible for a couple episodes on Mad Men. He did episodes on Fargo, the FX series, another great show that people talk about. Revenge, that show with Emily Van Camp, who went on to play Sharon Carter in the MCU. He did about 5 episodes on that show. Once again, when the show, like the first season, when the show was on its high ratings, high level, critically. He did episodes of Game of Thrones. So he's done, action with Game of Thrones. He's done the political landscape of Game of Thrones. He's done an episode of The Boys, that new hit show, just finished its 3rd season. I'm actually currently watching The Boys right now. I finally started watching The Boys, and in fact, the other night on Thursday night, I watched the 3rd episode of The Boys, and that was the episode that Matt Shakman directed. I didn't realize it until the end of the episode, when the title card came up and it said directed by Matt Shakman. I was like, oh, he was just in the news for Fantastic Four. Cool. So he's already done superhero show. That's what The Boys is. An R-rated superhero show with characters with powers and trying to deal with them, like Starlight, Homelander, A-Train can run really fast. So even if you just look at that dynamic alone between Starlight, female girl, that can be like Sue Storm, Homelander, the main guy, that's like you can think of him as a Reed Richards. A-Train, he can run real fast. Kind of like a, cocky guy. Might look at that almost like a Johnny Storm. So he's already worked with a family superhero family. And he did a great job in that for directing that episode. He's done the HBO series Succession with Brian Cox. Another one dealing with family issues, dynamics in a family. He did a great job on that. And like I said, in 2021, he did all 9 episodes of WandaVision. And like I said, he was supposed to direct Star Trek 4. So, which was going to be high-level blockbuster action sci-fi. So, what I'm trying to say is, if this guy ends up being the director, he has a great resume. He's done comedy, he's done drama, he's done action, he's done political stuff, he's done family dynamics, which is key for the Fantastic Four. He's worked with special effects in WandaVision and The Boys. So, and like I said, this is an out of nowhere pick in a lot of ways. Because if you remember back in May, Kevin Feige came out and said, I'm looking for someone that I can hand it off to and step away and not have to be like the police officer. I'm looking for a high profile director. And we were all thinking like a Steven Spielberg. There's not that many directors that can just hand over a project completely and say, it's all you. I trust you. Scorsese, Spielberg, Tarantino, Ridley Scott. But yeah, and hey, if they announced Steven Spielberg, we would have all been happy. But like I said, also, you gotta remember, Marvel, Kevin Feige is also the same guy who got the directors of You, Me, and Dupree one film on their resume, and the show Community, that TV show Community, and they got the Russo brothers, and they went on to do the Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Still one of the best, if not the best, MCU movie. Then they did the Captain America: Civil War. Then they did Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame. So you know what? This Matt Shakman has already proved himself with WandaVision and The Boys and a whole lot of other things on his resume. So, hey, let's give the guy a shot. Maybe he'll finally give us a great Fantastic Four movie. But what do you think? This is the other thing. If they officially announced Matt Shakman this week, coming up, then that means that D23, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, I'm telling you, that means they are going to announce the cast for the Fantastic Four. Because if they drop the director, and they announced officially Matt Shakman to direct the Fantastic Four before D23 on September 9th, 10th, and 11th, then mark my words, they're going to have the Fantastic Four cast announced at D23. So, what do you think? Are you happy? Are you not happy? Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Matt here. Adios.